Ever wondered why Cameroon is often referred to as Africa in miniature? Well, let's dive in and uncover the secrets behind this charming nickname. Picture this. You're at a buffet, a smorgasbord of delicious, mouth-watering dishes. There's just one problem. You can't decide what to eat because everything looks so good. That's Cameroon for you, a buffet of landscapes that leaves you spoilt for choice. Consider the beaches. Pristine, golden sands stretching as far as the eye can see, kissed by the warm Atlantic waves. You can almost hear the whispering palm trees and feel the sun's caress on your skin. But wait, don't fixate on the beaches just yet, there's more. Cameroon also boasts arid deserts, a stark contrast to the beaches. Picture vast expanses of sand dunes, painted with hues of gold and orange by the setting sun. A sight that leaves you breathless, a sight that makes you feel like you've stepped into a different world. And then there are the mountains, majestic and towering. The most famous one, Mount Cameroon, is a sight to behold, its peak often shrouded in a cloak of mist, giving it an air of mystery and allure. It's like the cherry on top of a sundae waiting to be explored. Let's not forget the rainforests, lush and teeming with life. They're a symphony of sounds, the rustling leaves, the chirping birds, the distant roar of a waterfall. It's like Mother Nature's orchestra, playing a tune that's music to your ears. Last, but certainly not the least, are the savannas. Golden grasslands that stretch as far as the eye can see, dotted here and there with acacia trees. It's like a scene straight out of a wildlife documentary, but this is real, this is Cameroon. So if you're indecisive about what kind of African landscape you want to see, Cameroon has it all. It's like the sampler platter of Africa. Did you know that Cameroon's name came from a case of mistaken crustacean identity? Yes, you heard it right. When Portuguese explorers first arrived in the 15th century, they were so taken by the abundance of river prawns that they named the country Rio dos Camaros, which translates to River of Prawns. But here's the kicker. They thought the prawns were shrimp. Picture this, a group of intrepid explorers sailing up a river, eyes wide with excitement at the sight of what they believe to be a shrimp haven. They're probably thinking we've hit the shrimp jackpot, only to discover later that their so-called shrimp were actually prawns. Can you imagine the surprise on their faces when they realized their blunder? What a delightful little mix-up, right? So, next time you mix up your seafood, just remember, you're in good company. Who needs the Eiffel Tower when you've got Mount Cameroon? Now that's a statement that's bound to raise some eyebrows, but hear me out. In the heart of Cameroon, Africa's miniature, there's a towering giant that stands tall and proud. It's not made of iron and doesn't sparkle with 1,000 lights, but it's a sight to behold nonetheless. This giant is none other than Mount Cameroon, one of the largest volcanoes on the African continent. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, a volcano? That's not quite the romantic sight I had in mind. But there's a certain charm to this natural behemoth. It stands at over 13,000 feet, making it the highest peak in sub-Saharan West and Central Africa. To put that into perspective, it's almost 3 times the height of the Eiffel Tower. But here's the catch. Unlike the Eiffel Tower, where you have the luxury of an elevator whisking you to the top, with Mount Cameroon, you've got to work for that breathtaking view. And by work, I mean a challenging trek that could take you anywhere from a day to 3, depending on your fitness level. Imagine this. You're huffing and puffing, your legs are screaming, but the air is pure. The landscape is stunning, and there's a sense of accomplishment with every step you take. And when you finally reach the top, the view is nothing short of spectacular. You'll find yourself above the clouds, looking out at the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean on one side, and the lush greenery of the Cameroon rainforests on the other. And here's a little fun fact for you. Mount Cameroon is also known as the Chariot of the Gods in the local Bantu language. If that doesn't make you feel like a divine entity conquering the world beneath your feet, I don't know what will. So, if you're looking for a workout with a view, forget Paris. Head to Cameroon. You won't be disappointed. Who knew that Cameroon was a nation of die-hard football fans? Well, now you do. Yes, my friends, this country brims with football fever, a passion that runs as deep as the Sangha River and as wide as the Waza National Park. In Cameroon, football is not just a sport, it's a lifestyle. And at the heart of it all are the indomitable Lions, the national team that roars its presence on the global stage. This isn't just a team, it's a band of brothers, fiercely competing against the world and playing with a pride that stirs the spirit of every Cameroonian. The indomitable lions are the embodiment of the country's resilience, tenacity, and unyielding spirit. Now imagine this. The indomitable lions are playing a crucial match, and it feels like the entire country is holding its breath. The bustling markets grow quiet, the lively streets become deserted, even the whispering winds seem to pause. It's not just a game, it's a nationwide event that brings the entire country to a virtual standstill. And when the Lions score, oh, the jubilation, it's as if a tidal wave of joy sweeps across the nation, echoing the triumphant roar of the Lions. Cameroonians don't just watch football, they live it. Each pass, each tackle, each goal is experienced with palpable intensity. They cheer, they groan, they dance, they celebrate. It's an electrifying spectacle that paints a vivid picture of Cameroonian unity and passion. So if you think you're a die-hard football fan, you might want to think again. Because in Cameroon, football is not just a game, it's an emotion, a unifying force, a way of life. It's the rhythm that pulses through the country, the melody that resonates with every heart, the spectacle that captivates every soul. So if you're ever in Cameroon during a football match, be prepared for some serious fandom. But remember, it's not just about the game, it's about the spirit, the unity, the passion. It's about experiencing the roar of the indomitable lions and feeling the pulse of Cameroon. Ever tried a dish that could give you a run for your money? Let's step into the Cameroonian kitchen, where culinary adventures abound. Today, we're serving up ndole, a popular Cameroonian dish that's as unique as its name. Ndole, folks, is not your everyday meal. Its key ingredients include nuts, fish, and spinach. Now you might be thinking, nuts, fish, and spinach? That's more like a grocery list than a recipe. But hold on to your taste buds, because this is where the culinary magic happens. Picture this, you're diving into a dish where bitter leaves, also known as ndole leaves, are the star of the show. These leaves are boiled until tender, then pounded into a paste. Now, we're not talking about the kind of pounding you'd do to a stubborn nail with a hammer. This is a gentle, rhythmic pounding that transforms these leaves into a luscious green paste. And then there's the nutty twist. Crushed peanuts are added to the mix, giving this dish a rich, creamy texture. But wait, there's more. Dried fish or shrimp, soaked to restore their succulent texture, join the party too. The result? A dish that's a symphony of flavors and textures, all dancing together on your palate. But here's the kicker. The taste of ndole is so unique that it could be a culinary adventure for some. It's like a roller coaster ride for your taste buds, an unpredictable journey of flavors. One minute you're enjoying the rich nuttiness, the next you're hit with the tangy taste of the spinach, and then the savory notes of the fish come rolling in. It's a taste sensation that's hard to describe, but impossible to forget. So, if you're the kind of person who likes to play it safe with your food, ndole might just be the culinary surprise you didn't know you needed. And if you're an adventurous eater who loves to explore new tastes, well, ndole is your ticket to a culinary expedition unlike any other. So, if you're up for a culinary challenge, ndole should be on your list. Ever thought that speaking one language was hard enough? Well, buckle up, language enthusiasts, because we're diving into the linguistic labyrinth that is Cameroon. Picture this. You're in Cameroon, a country smaller than the state of California, yet it's home to a mind-boggling 250 languages. Yep, you heard that right, 250. Imagine walking into a local cafe and overhearing snippets of conversations in Yemba, Iwando, and Fulfulde. You might think you've stumbled into a United Nations meeting, but nope, it's just another Tuesday in Cameroon. And don't even get me started on the local markets. They're like the Olympics of linguistic gymnastics, where haggling over prices becomes an art form in multiple languages. And if you thought that was enough, wait till you hear this. Cameroon doesn't just stop at 250 languages. Oh no, they take it up a notch, with their official languages being French and English. So, if you've ever wanted to test your language skills, take a trip to Cameroon. It's like a real-life Rosetta Stone. Now I know what you're thinking. With so many languages, how does anyone understand each other? Well, that's the beauty of it. Cameroonians have mastered the art of code switching, effortlessly flipping between languages, making every interaction a linguistic masterpiece. It's like a live performance of language harmony, only without the subtitles. So, next time you're struggling with that Spanish homework or trying to nail the perfect French accent, spare a thought for the Cameroonian who might be juggling 5, 10, heck, maybe even 20 languages. It's all in a day's work in this linguistic wonderland. And while we're on the subject of languages, did you know that Cameroon is also home to some languages that are spoken by only a handful of people? Talk about exclusive clubs. So if you thought your high school French class was tough, imagine living in Cameroon. So, what have we learned about this African gem? From the moment we embarked on this journey, we've discovered that Cameroon is a country of fascinating contrasts and rich cultural diversity. This is a place where the wild heart of Africa beats in every corner, from its bustling cities to its tranquil villages. We've marveled at Cameroon's geographical diversity, a country that's often fondly referred to as miniature Africa. It's a place where you can experience the beauty of Sahara dunes, rainforests, mountains, and beaches all within its borders. Its diverse landscapes are a testament to the country's unique blend of cultures and traditions, a melting pot that makes Cameroon truly one of a kind. We delved into the intriguing story behind its name, a tale that takes us back to the 15th century when Portuguese explorers mistook prawns for shrimps in the Wouri River, leading to the name Rio dos Camaros, or River of Shrimps. It's a quirky piece of history that adds to the charm of Cameroon. We've scaled the heights of the towering Mount Cameroon, one of Africa's largest volcanoes, and witnessed the awe-inspiring vistas that it offers. It's a symbol of the country's strength and resilience, standing tall and majestic against the backdrop of the African sky. We've been swept up by the national football fever, a passion that unites Cameroonians of all backgrounds. The sport is more than just a game here. It's a source of pride and a reflection of the country's fighting spirit. We've savored the unique flavors of the Cameroonian dish ndolo, a hearty meal that encapsulates the country's rich culinary heritage. Its unique blend of ingredients tells a story of the people's close relationship with their land and their love for good food. And let's not forget the country's impressive multilingualism. With over 200 languages spoken, Cameroon is a symphony of tongues, a testament to its diverse cultural tapestry. Cameroon, a country that's as diverse and vibrant as its landscapes. And remember, if you ever get your prawns and shrimps mixed up, you'll fit right in.